Thank you so much for joining me today.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, so you're from Shazan. It's really important that, we have someone like yourself here representing, and we're obviously going to talk about exhibitions and Halal Expo. So just tell me a little bit about that, because it's really important that we understand what that's all about and how is the collaboration with Shazan as well.
What we've sort of learned over the last sort of number of years is that it's important to get out to exhibitions, to make contact with the customers, to get feedback. Also, as they were mentioning on Wraps the other day, to get feedback about the products, the development. So it's very important from a customer engagement point of view. When you look at exhibitions, they can be classed into two sort of areas, really. You've got the domestic ones, which happen in the UK. And they're becoming more and more popular. You almost get an exhibition every other day.
Yeah.
Whether it's Diwali, whether it's Eid, whether it's halal. So it's becoming quite popular. So you get domestic exhibitions, and also you get the international ones.
Right.
Where we display product going overseas for export, like Awal and the AHDB guys were mentioning earlier. So in terms for tonight, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about Halal Expo.
Yes.
Halal Expo is run by a company based in London called Halal Exhibitions Limited. The chief executive is Atif Majid. And they've been going around for about 4 years, really. So we sort of made contact with them about 2 years ago in London Excel, which is where we sort of met them. And we've been involved there for a while, and we met Steve there as well, actually, at one of the exhibitions in Manchester as well. So I think it's great for collaborating.
I was just going to say the networking, not just for the actual, yourself, but obviously to work with people and colleagues. And how important is that?
I think it's very important because you get learnings from different people and networking, and you get shared experiences.
Yes.
So sometimes it's quite good, but sometimes you meet ingredient suppliers, supply chain sources, and everything from that aspect is very important. And also you sort of learn what people are doing, what they're going to be going, where the market is going. So it's very good for information exchange. And at these exhibitions, you find that you have seminars, you have communication just to inform the companies and also people attending there at the exhibitions, just really to increase awareness. And it's very important to keep in touch with relevant information.
Absolutely. I mean, we have information, let's just say. We can always Google these things, but to have that face-to-face and actually speak and feel and taste, and also to have that consumer sort of marketing experience one-to-one, because I'm sure you have, when you do these exhibitions, you're actually, sending out like tasters and getting some feedback, and all of that really makes a difference to see it face-to-face, isn't it?
No, absolutely. So at these exhibitions, when you've done the networking, what you'll also see is you get people from overseas coming.
Okay.
Now, the exhibitions at the Halal Expo, there's one in August, I believe. I think it's 15th, 16th, 17th of August. And you'll see people from overseas coming. For example, they had an exhibition recently in Tottenham. A Malaysian delegation was there. The year previously had another country there. So it's very important. These exhibitions are, I should mention actually, they're done by the Department of Business and Trade.
Oh, right.
They're sponsored by them, and also by the Business Chamber of Commerce for Manchester. The exhibition is going to be held at Manchester United, Old Trafford ground. So it's a very busy event, attended by a lot of people. So you get B2B, business to business, and also business consumers.
Yes. And how big are these kind of exhibitions on a sort of average scale? Because they can be obviously in different sort of places, like you said, Excel, and they hold a certain amount. So how does that work for Halal Expo?
What happens is you get 2 different types or 3 different types of exhibitions. You'll get exhibitions we'll have later on this week, the Halal Food Festival, people come in as well.
Yes.
And so you got mainly vendors selling their product like smash burgers,
I've been on a couple of those. I go there completely empty stomach.
So they'll be in places like NEC Birmingham, or Bowlers exhibition where we are at as well. And also like London Excel, Manchester. So the venues are quite big. And then you get the small ones. And then you get like the Millers. So it's sort of different sizes. But the main ones, I mean, the Halal Food Festival is over 20,000.
Oh, wow. Significant number.
And so something like the Old Trafford one, they're expecting around about 15,000 visitors. They're looking at having about 250 companies there. And they vary really, to be honest with you. So it's not just about food, it's about logistics, it's about business, it's about finance, it's about fashion. So the scope is very broad, and also it's about music as well.
Absolutely.
So on the stage,
on that note, we're going to continue with the conversation, but we do have a video, first one coming up, so I'd love to actually have that played for us first.
My name is Awal Hussaini. I'm a senior halal manager for AHDB, and I work basically in the Middle East and also in Sub-Saharan Africa. Today we are at Gulf Food 2024, where we've got 13 different businesses with around 30 individuals with us. So we've got a very busy stand here at Gulf Food, and we're hoping that our exporters will be able to interact with buyers all over the world. The UK has got excellent halal assurance, so all the halal markets, including the Middle East, we are able to serve well. And our processors have been serving the halal market for decades, so they are well versed, they are well aware of the requirements that are needed during halal food production.
I'm Jonathan Eckley, and I'm Head of International Trade Development here at AHDB. My role and my team's role is to help promote beef and lamb around the world. Today you find us at Gulf Food, which is strategically the most important show covering not only the Middle East region, but also international buyers will visit from around the world because Dubai is so well connected. Lamb exports to the UK in the first 11 months of 2023 were valued at nearly £500 million, which is really important to bring that value back into the UK sector. So here today we're hosting 13 companies, and we've got just over 30 individuals from across the sector back home to meet those key people from the region that are going to visit the stand today.
My name's James Williams, I'm the sales manager for ABP Yetminster. Gulf Food is an interesting show for ABP. We're committed to it and have been for the last 4 or 5 years. It's proven to be a central hub for international trade. It's not just about the Middle East. However, the Middle East is a growing area for us.
I'm Richard from Pickstock Telford. We're a beef processor in the UK. So we're here today to explore emerging markets in UAE, in the Middle East. We appreciate it's a very important market. The main products we export at the moment are beef offals to other markets in Africa, around the globe. The work the AHDB do on behalf of us as level payers is fantastic. They've supported us indeed on getting a stand here at Gulf Food. They've supported us on export trade missions. We can't fault them, their service has been brilliant.
My name is Lawrence Bulger. I'm representing Dunvia, part of the Dawn Meats Group here at Gulf Food 2024. Gulf Food is one of the most important shows each year that we can visit our existing customers in the Middle East, and also for Africa, and certainly some from Asia are coming to visit us here also. We are very appreciative, the whole team of AHDB, for this show, because it's a focal point to meet so many existing customers and new faces also.
I'm Ross Pickstock of Pickstock Feeds, and I'm responsible for entirety of our sales, so across the UK and areas such as the Middle East. We're a family-based business. We specialise in exporting, so a real focus for us is events like Gulf Food. This one is unmissable for us, for Pickstock Feeds. We're very grateful to the AHDB for the huge amount of work that they do in organising the event, organising the stand, hoping for a successful event, and glad for the opportunity.
My name is Fatima Tartal. I am the Regional Account Manager of AHDB, the Agriculture and Horticultural Development Board. I am here at Gulf Food with Dr. Awal and Jonathan, supporting our British meat, lamb and beef exporters in the region. The Middle East has been a focus market for us, and it is a growing market. We are looking forward to build and strengthen our network across the region. AHDB's international market expansion strategy is truly remarkable, guided by a commitment of supporting the exporters across the Middle East region, and with a focus on the GCC plus Jordanian markets.
So AHDB has got a lot of activities planned for the Middle East region. We'll be in Saudi Food Show in May. And also in June, we'll be going to Jordan with some exporting.
Amazing. It gives a real, introduction to how much work goes into it. So much B2B, like you said, that happens over there. But also, how do you believe this exhibition contributes to the cultural landscape of the community?
It's very important because a lot of the product that was produced at this sort of platform was shown over the last couple of days so far, like AHDB coming on about the lamb and product. It contributes to the local economies, basically, because the product's actually produced here. So it's very, very important, and that market needs to grow so that investment comes into the UK to the processors, growers, and the communities, and everybody that's involved in the supply chain. I think it's a developing platform. It's been there for a while, but because the number of Muslim consumers is growing, it's going to become more and more important for us going forward. And as you probably heard, we've got fantastic products, we've got fantastic ingredients, assurance, so it's only right that we maximize and take advantage of the opportunity. And I think we are headed in that direction. And obviously you saw that.
Yeah, we've got another video coming up, which I think you need to explain. So that's going to come up now. So while we show this, you can talk over it.
Okay, so what you saw earlier was Gulf Food in Dubai.
Yes.
These are the exhibitions I was talking about earlier, domestic. As you can see, they're very busy. This is Bowlers Manchester. I mean, it is busy. We do a lot of sampling. Like you see our stands there. That's Greg doing his cooking on the tuk-tuk before the bad boy had a facelift. It was purple and blue. And there's Mr. T, obviously, doing his TikTok. Fantastic, tasting products, giving us feedback. And you can see how busy they actually are. This is the one in Birmingham, NEC last year.
Wow.
I mean, it's just unbelievable how important these are. You've got music there. It's a fun day out for the family,
Absolutely.
and it's a fantastic way of communicating with the customers, and it's amazing, like, the feedback that you get from customers. Like, some of them will come and go, I love this product. And some of the notions we have is quite funny because our development team always talks about how hot the food needs to be. So you will get couples going and the mum will say, I don't want the food too hot, and the dad will say, I want the chili. And you always have this debate, but then you find actually, what, if we make our product and it's too hot, the dad can always add chili or Tabasco.
Speaking of food, we have our chef, and I can really smell the aroma that's calling me over there. So let's continue our conversation with Chef Steve over here. How are you doing? I'm just really looking forward to tasting what you're making, actually.
Looking for you to taste it as well.
Yeah, so tell me and explain what you've been doing so far.
Jeera chicken, Ramadan chicken.
Jeera's chicken. Explain that to me.
Chicken, so it's roasted cumin seeds with a coriander, pepper and chili paste with garlic, ginger, a little bit of methi, fresh coriander, onions, made into a paste. Put the chicken into it, Shazan's beautiful chicken. And
you've got quite a lot of spice that you actually add to it as well.
Jeera powder, garam masala, dhania powder, bit of salt to taste. We've got some garnish to go on top, and hopefully you can try it with 2 Poppadoms.
And how long does that normally take? It's a quick meal, isn't it?
Quick meal, 25 minutes.
Perfect, perfect.
We've got nice with rice, some people rice as well.
I was going to say, could you have it with rice or bread?
Rice, naan, roti, or you can just have it in a tortilla wrap, chicken wrap, make a little wrap out of it.
Is this something that you would have for breakfast?
It's funny, after seeing Greg make the granola yesterday, with the yogurt.
It's such a change.
I'm going to have to change over from my crunchy nut cornflakes and Weetabix to granola with yogurt.
And then today will be different.
No, definitely, I would have that. But it's interesting because I was reading earlier about the British Nutrition Foundation. About what food you should eat and what to avoid and how to do it. So, and I think we're going to have one of the people from AHDB talking about let's eat balanced later on in the program.
We definitely need that. We need to learn about that.
And I didn't realize there's so much advice out there with regards to how you should conduct yourself, what you eat and stuff like that with regards to Ramadan. And so The exhibitions, as I was saying earlier, basically are the feedback that they give you about chili. So we take the feedback and we try and act appropriately so people can always sort of action. And I think, I'm smelling that, that's lovely, isn't it?
It is lovely. Has it got a bit of spice in there?
It has got a little bit. We're going to have that debate now about the spice. You know, you're going to say it's too mild, I'm going to say add a bit more, isn't it, really?
And how do you see the role of technology evolving and helping you so that the exhibitions can actually take place? Because, I mean, is it just old school, like how you've just set up how it is here, where you've just got your sort of brand, you've got your little, you know, cooker over there, and or anything else that you think that's going to evolve from this?
It's interesting. Technology can only take you so far, but it doesn't beat the face-to-face contact.
Yes.
Because I think sometimes it can become too sophisticated.
Absolutely.
And when you talk to customers, they just want something simple, convenient.
Yes.
Because, you know, when you look at all the data behind a computer, it will give you one trend, but when you talk to the customer, it's totally different. And then when you analyze it, you find actually the customer was right and the issue's elsewhere. And as long as your product's tailored for the right customer segment, then it's perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
And the product profiles can be very, very subjective, and is trying to position a flavor profile so it's objective in the middle of the road, you know. And obviously, if people want something really hot, then we do have products out there like the firecracker that's really hot. So you do try and cater for sort of all tastes, really.
Absolutely. Does Shazan sort of place itself in all of these exhibitions, or are there specific exhibitions that they would actually sort of attend?
When we looked at it, there's an exhibition almost every other 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
So what we thought is, right, we will go Manchester or Birmingham, because a lot of the stores basically are in that area.
Yes.
And London. Those are the sort of three we tend to sort of venture out and after going, because I think you try and do like 2-3 a year, basically. We are looking potentially because there's exhibitions overseas as well.
Right.
In like Europe, but we've not gone there. Primarily we would go to UAE and places like that, obviously promote British products.
Yes, yes. And normally, I mean, you've got quite a lot, because Shazan's quite established, right? And it's quite a well-known name. Even I know it before coming here, because you see it in the shops everywhere. So you are quite widely spread. So do you feel that you're still coming across your existing sort of, you know, suppliers, customers, you know, people like that, and also creating new business? Or how important it is even for your existing sort of suppliers and customers, so that, you know, you can show them of how you've evolved, or new sort of like products, or maybe even new things that you've come up with? How does that work?
You have to sort of look at that question and tackle it on a number of fronts. The first one is, although you're there and established, the customers must have access to your product.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's great having a brand, but unless someone can buy it from a fixture, it doesn't matter. So I think, like we were mentioning yesterday and the day before, it's been a journey for about 10 years to go from Tesco's to Marks and Spencer's, Aldi, Lidl. So customers got access to the product. Even now, because our products aren't ranged nationally, you can't get them in certain areas, so therefore online comes in, delivery. Now, if I'm an international customer, can I get a Shazan product? No, not yet.
No.
And so therefore, customer has to have access. You have to have the delivery system to deliver that product, and it's got to be cost effective. So we're still at the early stages, even though we're established.
Sure. So you're still building?
Yeah, exactly.
So come on, Chef, are we ready to taste some of that right now?
All ready now.
Okay, let's have a taste, because I am really, really ravishing, right, looking at that. It's so tasty. And I know everyone who's watching, you cannot have the aroma smell that I'm getting right now, and I can assure you it is very, very tasty just by the smell. So let's just have a little bit of how that is when we are actually going to taste that.
Look at the presentation on that. Can the camera see that presentation, or do you
That's
just want to hold that up?
absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we
the
can
camera
see on the camera.
Oh,
it's
brilliant.
beautifully.
Okay. Excellent.
Amazing,
Brilliant.
amazing.
That's fantastic.
Okay,
Please
thank
you
you.
first.
I'm going to start. Looks absolutely delicious.
Smells lovely.
Smells absolutely gorgeous, definitely.
Can I have one of the Poppadoms, please?
Wow.
Steve. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Cheers. Tom.
It's very hot, so just be careful.
I'm going to try a little bit, as usual, so I don't try and talk too much.
Delicious. I love this mix. You're going to have to write it down for me, by the way. No. Very, very nice. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Just be a second.
I like it. You can have it with bread. Like you said, you can have it with rice.
You can put in a wrap.
You can put it in a wrap because the consistency is so versatile. That's what I like about it. And it's so different because there's so many different ways of cooking chicken, but this kind of like, you know,
It's quite
ingredients
light
and
as
recipes.
well.
Yes, it
for the
is.
palate.
Especially for the morning, you know, if someone wants to have something slightly heavier but not too much. This is perfect. Thank you so much. That's
you.
brilliant.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Jeera chicken,
absolutely
definitely
brilliant.
Jeera chicken. I love it. It's lovely. I'm going to stuff my face once the program's over because I have to, you know, like talk and stuff like this. Definitely.
No, it's really, really nice. Any final words that you have for us when it comes to sort of like Halal Expo and the exhibitions? Because, you know, you've given us so much, obviously, insight already, but I want to fill in as much as we've only got another couple of minutes left.
What I would say is for the viewers watching and the customers, please do go out, explore, give us feedback on the recipes, on the products, and also look at the new types of products that are coming in and support the suppliers that are going out to these shows. They're very important.
When's
and
the
to
next
engage with them.
exhibition coming up?
There's two, actually. There's one in May, which is a halal food festival. And then there's one in August. Those are the two main ones
And
that we'll be going
whereabouts
to.
are they going to be held?
One's going to be in Birmingham, NEC, the Halal Food Festival, and the Halal Expo is going to be Manchester United, Old Trafford.
Amazing.
Okay.
That's absolutely amazing. Any final words for you, Chef?
Oh yeah, definitely. See you at the Halal Expo
Oh, yeah,
in
definitely.
Old Trafford.
But you...
Risa London events will be
exactly,
there. Back to back, obviously, with Shazan and
And do you
Halal Expo.
decide with them as to what, you know, needs to be cooked or things like that, or do you give them ideas for recipes?
Well, we'll turn up on the day and see what we can do.
Oh, amazing. And do you have, like, sort of ideas right now for what's
I
going to
have
happen?
got some ideas, so, but you have to come down to the show, then you'll find
What's your
out.
speciality?
My speciality, tandoori lamb chops and king prawn.
What I should add is, at this point, is Steve's doing Atif a favour by coming here because Steve is a fantastic chef in his own right in London.
That's
and
right,
he's
yeah.
there with Risa,
So
yes?
yeah, with Risa events, so we do wedding
Amazing.
catering in London. So I'm based in London, I'm executive chef for Risa.
Oh,
London,
wow.
So, yeah.
Amazing. No, we look forward. And I guess with you telling us your specialities, everyone's going to be wanting to come to this exhibition to taste your food.
Definitely.
And I would really urge that as well because he's an amazing, amazing chef. So hopefully we'll have, you know, so much going on when it comes to exhibitions and looking forward to looking for Shazan over there as well and what's coming up. And at the end of the day, we're going to have so much more coming up for you. But again, I just want to say thank you so much for our chef Steve, who's
Thank
been
you.
with us and been an absolute pleasure to cook, as well as we have Gamma here from Shazan explaining to us as to what's going on with regards to exhibitions and Halal Expo. We have so much coming up for you in the next coming days. Please do not, you know, stop watching, stop tuning in. It's really important if you have any questions. We do appreciate, you know, if you were to go on the social media and, you know, go onto our page on British Muslim TV and ask any of the questions, and hopefully we'll get back to you. We want to thank you all for watching. We hope you have a wonderful suhoor, and inshallah we'll be back tomorrow with another guest and a recipe for you to hopefully add to your sort of like ingredients and also your food every morning. Make sure you have a lovely day, inshallah, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care, have a lovely day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.